welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about the power of accountability in your trades business. Accountability will take your team to the next level. I was recently coaching with a manager who leads a great team in their trades business, and we were talking about accountability, and he was having a hard time holding his team accountable for the fear that they're going to leave the organization. So we stopped and we were kind of reflecting on why his team wants to be led by him. And the answer we came up with, the team wants to be led by him, not because they want to learn to be nicer people, but because they truly believe that that manager, can help take their career to the next level. And if he never leans into accountability and never has those hard conversations, the team members will never go to the next level because they're going to wake up doing the same things and getting the same results versus being coached, having trust in a leader that gives you constructive feedback in private, that holds you accountable, that pushes you out of your comfort zone. As you listen to today's podcast, I'm going to give you 3 steps, 3 simple tools that will help you in holding your team accountable. So whether you're really good at holding your team accountable or you're really bad at it, you came to the right place, because here at Built for the Trades, we're all about developing leaders, building self-operating businesses. So whether you own a business, manage a business, or just wanting to become a better leader, you came to the right place. As we get started, I want to give a shout out to Project to Payment. If you're looking to grow your trades business and go from pen and paper to online invoicing, estimating, through Built for the Trades, you get your first 3 months free, so be sure to check it out. The challenge that many trades business owners and managers face is the willingness to hold people accountable. If you have a license in your pocket, you're hard to find, especially a really good one. And sometimes we don't want to hold them accountable because we don't want to lose them. And next thing we know, instead of the dog wagging the tail's wagging the dog. Think about that. We don't want to hurt their feelings. We don't want to hold them accountable because they're going to leave and go to our competitors. That is a whole mindset that's going to keep you stuck, but it's a very common mindset in the trades. Think about your vision and think about where you want to go. You got to ask yourself, what do I want to be known for? You could be no different than your competitors, and you could be giving everything to your tradesmen and women and doing everything for them, creating entitled people. Or you can flip it and realize that the people I want working in my organization are going to want to be held accountable. I want to be held accountable. I want to be the best version of myself, and that becomes your culture. Team members often lack clarity, they lack direction. They don't know what the goals are, they don't know what their jobs look like, and it's a big frustration. There's a time in my career where the person that was leading me said, "Hey Dan, I want you to be a better leader." And the whole time I was like, I thought I was a rock star leader. I thought I was doing the amazing job, but here's the problem. What they thought I should have been doing, what I thought I should have been doing, were 2 different things. Because there was no written position agreement. There was no goals set that I could go after and attack. So I was just doing what I thought was best for me and my role. And it was a really frustrating situation. And those frustrating situations can eventually lead to people leaving your organization. Accountability drives alignment and ensures that everybody's on the same page. It establishes systems, right? Proactive systems that keep us from dealing with the problems that we deal day in and day out. Number 1, setting clear expectations for accountabilities. You got to define the roles and define the goals. We do this through simply writing out what their position looks like. We call it a position agreement. Number 1, what's their title? Number 2, who do they report to? Number 3, what are some simple job roles that you want them to accomplish in their position? Write those down, and at the very end, have a signature box for your team member and a signature box for you. And that will be the foundation of accountability. You can go back to it time and time again when you need to have those difficult conversations. You take away the emotions, you lean into the accountability using the position agreement. It's black and white. They know exactly what to expect. And then you can take and tie that to their goals of what they want to accomplish. Setting goals, setting SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, making sure that there is something for them to go out and accomplish, not only in their role, but also in their personal life. Tying those two things will lead to a very successful relationship when it comes to holding people accountable. The next thing is we got to be consistent in accountability. If we're just holding people accountable when necessary, yeah, I mean, that's a good step in the right direction, but consistency builds trust. What I encourage people out there to do, at the very least, have a one-to-one with every team member one time per month and bring the position agreement to that one-to-one and review it. And if there is accountability, if there is a tough conversation to have, highlight it in the position agreement. If not, just enjoy the time together. Ask questions, don't talk so much, listen, see what's going on in their life. Because you never know, you may uncover something in those one-to-ones that will help you retain and take that team member to the next level. But people aren't gonna take you serious. They're not going to share a whole lot with you if you're just randomly doing one-to-ones. You need to do it consistently and start to build trust with that person. The next thing you gotta think about is tracking the progress every month. Sitting down and seeing where they're going and how they're progressing. That's gonna help you build momentum. I mean, there's so many tools out there. You can use tools like Trello, Asana, Monday. There's so many different platforms that you can use to be able to track the progress in the goal setting and see how that team member is growing in your organization. Number 3 is building a culture of accountability and trust. So having that growth mindset, view accountability as a growth tool. If you try to hold people accountable and they think, oh, you know, Dan's just trying to fire me, that's your culture. What they're saying is, I would rather get away with doing as little as possible than being held accountable to doing as much as possible. And a lot of that influence comes off from us because we really don't want to have to hold them accountable. So shift your mindset and think about, when I use position agreements, when I do consistent one-to-ones, I'm doing that because I want to make my team member the best that they can be. It may be making them better in their personal life. It may be making them more money at work, helping them accomplish their goals. Look at accountability as a growth tool. Practicing this month in and month out will help take your business to the next level. You're not going to have an accountability issue because you set clear expectations, you were consistent, you built trust, and you created a culture of feedback. You created a culture of accountability. Please remember to like and subscribe. And don't forget, if you know somebody out there who could benefit from this, please share that with them. And I'll talk to you next time.